Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
The dilemma that you find yourself in right now, because you wanted him to be supportive, and then when he told you what you thought, you didn't like it.
That's kind of true.
That's kind of true,
but
right?
also, he doesn't understand where I'm coming from.
Or does he? In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Sam Frazier claims his sister begged him to help her pay for her divorce and says she backed out at the last minute, so she should return the money. Mr. Frazier is suing Maggie Aldridge in the amount of $1,300.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Mr. Frazier, you are suing your sister, Miss Aldridge, for $1,300 because she decided not to get a divorce.
That's correct. I gave her $1,300 on the condition of it paying for her legal fees so that she could file for divorce and get out of a bad relationship.
So she approached you initially with this whole idea of not wanting to stay married.
That's correct. That's correct.
Miss Aldridge, is that true?
Yes, sir.
So talk to me. What happened?
After I prayed on it a lot, I
Prayed on asking him for the money or asking for the divorce or not getting the divorce? What were you praying about?
was praying about everything, honestly.
You were like, how much time do you have, Judge? It was just prayer warriors left and right. Everybody's just touching on me and everything else. Huh?
You know, it was a really rough time.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What was going on in your marriage?
We were having a rough patch.
Okay, was that the first time you had had a rough patch?
No. I mean, anybody...
Did it start off with a rough patch?
No, started off
You started
great.
off smooth?
Yeah.
How long were you married before things got a little rough?
I'd say after our first child was born.
So how many years was that?
About 2 years.
So 2 years in, you had the firstborn, boy or girl?
Boy.
Little boy. You said your firstborn. How many did you end up having?
2.
So you had another boy or girl?
A girl.
So 2 years go by, you have the son, things get rocky, and you say, okay, let's do another one.
I could see how you would think that.
Well, it is what it is. And people do it all the time. Well, maybe if we just keep plowing away and expand our family, things will be smooth.
We got through it.
Okay.
And
how long
then
after
we were
the
able
girl
to
was
make up
born?
and have another child.
Oh, that was part of the makeup, huh? It happens that way, huh?
Yes, sometimes.
So you make up, you have another child, so you have 2 beautiful children now.
Yes.
And then things got rocky again?
Unfortunately, yes.
And did you go to your brother and say, I don't think I can do this?
Yes.
Okay, why
And
him?
Our family is very religious, and divorce is not really an option unless it's the absolute last.
Is this the only sibling you have?
Yes.
Okay. You felt as though your brother would understand.
Yes.
You felt you wouldn't be judged or castrated or made to feel less than.
Yes, he's
Okay.
always supported me. He's
always supported you.
He's been a great older brother.
He's been a great brother. And now he's suing you.
I think that's sometimes part of being a great brother is
You know what that is? That is very wise of you to say. Sometimes you got to show some tough love.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could trust me to make my own decisions.
Hold on a moment. If I heard correctly, you went to him.
I did initially.
Well, it's sort of hard to say, you need to trust me to make my own decisions, but I want to come to you and I need you to help me get a divorce. You're sort of involving him at that point in your business. It sounds like if he's been a good brother and he's been consistent and you have a track record with him, then you appreciate, you trust him, you value his perspective.
To a point.
To a point. Now, having said that, you don't like the husband.
No, I don't.
You never did.
I don't. I immediately upon meeting him, I could tell that he was a charmer, and he was also like he's lecherous. Like his eyes are wandering all the time. She even came to me
He's
early
a
on.
lech.
Yeah. Early on in their relationship, she came to me and told me that she was worried that he might be cheating on her.
Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so you have him all up in your business.
Well, he is my older brother.
Well, oh, I understand. I'm just saying that, you can't pick and choose when you start letting folks know everything about what's going on with you. Sometimes it's best to just sort of work it out with the person or someone more objective, like a counselor, a therapist, so at least you don't have the dilemma that you find yourself in right now. Because you wanted him to be supportive, and then when he told you what you thought, you didn't like it.
That's kind of true.
That's kind of true,
but
right?
also, he doesn't understand where I'm coming from.
Or does he?
Coming up on America's Court.
He has given up on him, and that is your choice?
He has given up on God.
I believe so, yes.
Have you asked him that?
No, I haven't.
And later.
And you broke up with him because?
I mean, I feel like maybe it was mutual. I think we had like a
It's not mutual.
scheduling conflicts, didn't work out.
Just timing wasn't right.
Timing wasn't right.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Sam Frazier, who is suing his sister Maggie Aldridge for $1,300.
I got right up to that moment and was going to sign the papers.
You mean you went through the whole process?
I did.
So you actually took the $1,300?
I did.
Why $1,300? That was the amount of the cost for the divorce?
Yes, sir.
You didn't have any of it? You didn't want to put any skin in the game? You needed the full $1,300 from your brother?
I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
So
She wasn't always. That's something that changed with...
She wasn't always, what, a stay-at-home mom?
A stay-at-home mom. She
I
had been
made the
working and she was very
decision
excited about her career.
I made that decision.
Why did you feel as though you needed to inject that into this conversation?
Because there was a change of character when she
With
got
her?
married. Yeah, with her. When she got married.
How so?
Well, in part, he's very strong on these traditional family values.
Oh,
and roles.
he's the same way in terms of the tradition.
Yeah, I think that's why he gets along well with my parents on that.
More spiritual, more,
There's nothing wrong with
more
that.
in alignment with the biblical roles of men and women.
So she had a promising career. She was going for those things, and then stopped working.
Did you ever complain to your brother about missing work?
No.
Is that true?
She's mentioned things that are related to it, but she hasn't specifically said she missed the work. She seems to enjoy spending time with her
if she
family.
never complained to you and you're someone that she would confide in, the inference is that she liked being a mom and that she liked having the time to spend with the little ones. But you make it seem like her journey was not to your liking.
Well, I think it took away her
Exactly.
agency that she had to come to me to get that money. She didn't have an independent source of income of her own.
I get it.
And so,
is there anything that he's saying that's not true?
No, except that why do I have to get out of it?
Well, wait a
What
minute.
if I've made
but-
that choice? What if I have prayed about this? And what if God is guiding me to work on my marriage and not give up on it?
I think it's inconvenient that he waited until after I had given you $1,300 to intervene.
Well, that's...
Who, you talking about
He
God
works
now?
in
Yeah.
mysterious
Oh, you-
ways.
Yeah, if he had shown up a little bit earlier.
So God, we just need to have a little conversation with you. We just need to know why are you doing things the way you do?
That's right,
because we're not
punctuality.
really understanding in your infinite wisdom why this is all playing out. So if you could kind of check in, it'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I have.
Well,
I have
if you
here
pray
a
to
text
him, maybe he
exchange.
would
Do you want
check
to see it?
in.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Miss Aldridge?
If he prayed to him, maybe he would check in.
Hold on. Say that again?
I said if he prayed to him, maybe God would check in. But he has given up on him, and that is your choice.
He has given up on God.
I believe so, yes.
Have you asked him that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, then you're speculating.
Well, he's speculating, so why can't I?
Well, hold on now. Now you're getting a little too saucy for me.
I apologize.
Slow your roll. So I think I'm going to leave my husband. Did you think he was cheating on you?
I wasn't sure.
That's a yes. There's just no spark left in our marriage. I need to put my own happiness first. Don't have the money for a lawyer, though, so do you think you could help me out? His response to that was, I'm so proud of you. Of course I'll help you. Are you sure this is what you want? You say to the person who doesn't have a relationship with God, yes. The person who doesn't have the relationship with God, per your speculation, says, okay, I'll send the money tomorrow without question here.
But with strings.
What were the strings?
Well, obviously there were strings.
What were the strings?
Well, he expected me to go through with the actual divorce.
How dare him? That's what you said to him.
I understand
And
that.
so if you've changed your mind,
Then he should respect that.
then what do you have to respect?
I have to respect that.
Look at me.
I have to respect that he will always be there for me, like a brother.
Are you going to be there for her?
I would like to be there for her, and I will continue to be there for her. But I would also like to see the money back because
He's like, Judge, don't get it twisted now. Give me my cash back.
That's right,
Because
that's right.
that was
We
the
had a
basis
conditional
of the
agreement.
understanding of the exchange for the gift.
It was
Okay.
a gift. He gave it to me.
What did you end up using it on then?
I got a lawyer. I have a bill right here.
Yep.
It shows exactly every penny that I spent of that $1,300.
But you didn't finalize it.
I went through the entire process, and then it came right down to me signing the paperwork, and that is when I felt that God intervened and told me not to sign.
I get it. I'm a believer. I don't get caught up in the denominations and the different religions. I think it's more of a spiritual thing, and everybody's on their own journey. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the guy was going to come down in favor of the plaintiff, though. When we make choices, there are consequences to those choices. You made a decision to ask him for money to accomplish a certain objective. The objective wasn't accomplished. Ergo, the money has to be returned. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,300. That is the order. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,300.
I'm glad that we've cleared this out, and I think that it's going to help us moving forward as a family.
It's going to take me a lot of praying to get over this, and I hope I can forgive you.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Did he tell you you were not his first choice?
Not directly, but
All right, so let me ask him. Was he your first choice?
No.
Who was your first choice?
My cat sitter, but she wasn't available.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Steve Charles claims his former boyfriend was cat-sitting for him while he was out of town and says his feline disappeared for good after his ex left the door open. Mr. Charles is suing Lawrence Paul in the amount of $4,000.
All right, Mr. Charles, talk to me. No sauce, no sides. What's going on here?
How you doing, Your Honor?
How you doing,
I'm
sir?
suing Lawrence today for $4,000
Because
because I felt like he was negligent with my cat. I left him responsible for it.
the cat's name is?
Sebastian.
You have a picture?
I do have a photo.
See that?
Yeah. And what's the relationship between you and Mr. Paul?
So Lawrence is actually my ex. We dated for 2 years and broke up 2 years ago, but we're like best friends.
You all broke up and now you're best friends? That's a no. Okay, I get it. You must have broke up with him.
Yeah.
And you broke up with him because?
I mean, I feel like maybe it was mutual. I think we had like a
It's not mutual.
scheduling conflicts, didn't work out.
Just timing wasn't right.
Timing wasn't right.
Why do you think it didn't work out?
he's right. Timing wasn't right, but I feel like I gave up a lot of time to be with them, and it wasn't reciprocated.
You still like him? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I mean, if that's the case, it's the case.
Yeah.
We like who we like. He didn't have anybody else who could watch Sebastian?
I wasn't his first choice, obviously, but
You were not?
No.
He told you that?
Well, I know he has a
Did he
regular,
tell you you were not his first choice?
not directly, but
All right, so let me ask him. Was he your first choice?
No.
Who was your first choice?
My cat sitter, but she wasn't available.
Okay.
So I found a friend.
This friend?
This friend.
Okay.
Coming up on America's Court.
You knew that he and Mr. Charles had history.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you say to Mr. Charles, man, I don't think you should let Mr. Paul watch that cat?
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Steve Charles, who is suing Lawrence Paul for property loss.
How long was the cat in your possession before the cat ends up missing?
about 2 days.
Were you in communication with Mr. Paul those first 2 days?
I trusted him.
Okay. Why did you need a sitter for Sebastian?
I was traveling. I was in New York for a week.
You were traveling business or pleasure?
Pleasure.
Pleasure. Okay, so it was just you spending some time in New York. I need you, Mr. Paul, to watch Sebastian. Is Sebastian the type of cat that typically stays inside, or is he the type of cat that roams and is outside?
He typically roams.
He typically roams.
Within a day.
Is that true?
No.
He is not a roaming cat.
No. He's a house cat.
He's a house cat.
groomed
He
every
does not
day,
go
eats dinner
outside
every
or
day.
anything.
Yeah, no.
Did you leave the door open and the cat got out and never came back?
That's what happened.
Or was it you let the door open intentionally for the cat to leave, knowing that he always comes back?
It wasn't intentionally, Your Honor. So basically,
It's your testimony. When Sebastian was outside, you didn't intend for him to be outside.
this time, no.
I see that there's someone here that you obviously brought. Sir, coming up. What's your last name?
William.
Mr. William, why are you here, sir?
I was basically with him in New York,
Okay.
and also I knew him in college.
You knew Mr. Paul in college?
Yes, I knew Mr. Paul
And when
in
you
college.
say you were with Mr. Charles in New York,
Yes.
are the two of you in some sort of relationship?
Yes, so we are currently dating.
Okay.
We've been dating for a couple months.
When this
and-
happened?
Yes.
If you knew the situation with Mr. Paul, you knew that he and Mr. Charles had history.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you say to Mr. Charles, man, I don't think you should let Mr. Paul watch that cat?
Well, I didn't think anything of it. It was a cat. I didn't think he would do anything malicious or petty about a cat.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
All right, so this is Sebastian with the little polka dot red bow around his,
Yes.
okay.
That's Sebastian.
I took that photo.
This is what you've shown me. You have a bill of sale here, Mr. Charles, because you still have yet to have the cat Sebastian returned to you.
Still haven't had him return.
All right. And so the bill of sale, this is how much you paid for Sebastian.
No, that's a payment for the new cat that I have.
What kind of cat did you buy, sir?
It's a Persian.
What's this $500 for?
I think there was like a
Oh, you had to microchip, you had to
Neuter,
have the cat neutered.
vaccines
And what was the therapy sessions for?
for emotional distress and anxiety.
The cat was in your possession. And based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel has to come down in favor of the plaintiff. Because you lost the cat that was in your possession, and you willingly and knowingly and understandably agreed to watch the cat. The question is, how much is Mr. Charles entitled to? Is he entitled for the replacement costs associated with the cat? He is. So that's $2,000. Is he also entitled to the monies in terms of the spading and neutering and all of that? I think it's reasonable. You will pay $2,500 to the plaintiff in this case. That is the order. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $2,500.
Feel great. Slightly satisfied. I still don't have my cat, but it's cool.
I am sorry about Sebastian.
Let's go outside and sign some paperwork.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.